Hello friends, Mary here from Rocky Mountain Gardens, and welcome to all of my subscribers as well as anyone new who's just stopping by for the first time. Today my project is to get the orange color out of this kitchen cabinet that I have, and I'll put a little picture of it right here for you to see. I have struggled with this cabinet for years because when I stripped it and redid it, repaired things that needed to be done to the cabinet. I actually bought it at a flea market in Germany. And in case you don't know this and you're not familiar with military bases, Army posts and Air Force bases, etc., they all have craft shops on the base. And so our Army post that I lived nearby in a German town. Anyway, we had a really great craft shop that was run by a Swedish man named Henry. And he was very helpful and knowledgeable about repairing furniture and redoing furniture, stripping, and so on. But his method for preserving bare wood, once you had it all stripped, was using linseed oil. And the problem with linseed oil is it does protect the wood. However, over time, it turns an orangish color. And hence, you know, what I have with this cabinet now that I keep in my kitchen. So I'm going to try a technique today, whitewashing it is called. And I want the wood grain to still be able to be seen through the whitewash because it is a pretty pine wood grain. Nearby in a German town and taught school there on the base or on the post. So I'm going to give this a shot and we'll see how it turns out and if I like it, and I'd like to know if you like it too. So let's get started on this big project. So here we are, just about ready to get started whitewashing. And as you can see, I taped off the windows, and these are hand-blown glass windows that I bought in Germany. And then I need to get my daughter to help me move the cabinet, lift it up a little bit so I can get the drop cloth under the legs of the cabinet. Make sure I don't get a lot all over my floor. To create my mixture of whitewash, I am using Waverly chalk paint in the color white, and I'm just going to pour some into this little throwaway container. If I don't have quite enough for completing my furniture piece, I can always create some more. So I'm just going to eyeball it and do half paint with about half water. And I just have one of these popsicle sticks from the Dollar Tree, these thicker ones, and I'm mixing it up. This will give me a very thin mixture, so you can have some splattering as you're working if you aren't careful. And I actually have on my oldest paint clothes so I don't ruin anything of my good clothes, although chalk paint is quite easy to wash out if you do it right away before it sets. And that's all there is to it. This cabinet is quite old. I might guess it is at least 100 years old. It is made of pine and it has been through a lot. It has many imperfections. You can see that gap in this side of the furniture, and I am just leaving it as it is because it's part of its beauty and its age. And here I'm painting on the whitewash and then wiping it back with an old t-shirt that's sort of a softer cloth. I was able to remove all the hardware on my cabinet except for one piece, which I am working with it still hanging there by one screw that wouldn't come out. But in any case, I am using pewter colored rub and buff, which to me is just a miraculous product. It allows you to take metal of any kind and change the color. It doesn't rub off. You paint it on, wait a little while, and then you can buff it up to be a little bit shiny. And it is just beautiful. It does a fantastic job, which I will show you when I have my cabinet completely finished. But I highly recommend this product. Well, friends, here is my piece completely whitewashed. I am not sure I'm actually in love with this effect. What do you all think? I'm going to put a picture here of a different color of moss green, which is also a Waverly chalk paint. And I'm thinking about painting it that color before I go ahead and wax this and make it permanent. So this is what things look like at the moment. But before I put on the hardware and do everything to complete this task, I really want to consider doing the green paint, and I'd like to have your opinion very, very much what you would choose to do. So take a look at the vanity that I have done in my powder room down here on the main floor of my house, and the color that it is, and tell me, would you like that, or do you think this would be the best choice for my kitchen area? Here's another view, and I am just very stymied on exactly what I should do. If you could tell me what you think down below in the comments, I would really appreciate it to help me make a decision here. This has been tough. A tough project and a tough decision on color. I really need your help with this one, guys. And I'm gonna wait and see what kind of responses I get before I decide on a color. So thank you for stopping by. I appreciate all of you very much. Happy 2024 to everybody, and I will be seeing you soon.